So welcome. So a little bit about me is I have been a school librarian for over 16 years. This is my second year at Alvarez. Um, I have been using EVERFI for, gosh, I would say definitely over 10 years. And it is just an incredible free digital program that they keep adding wonderful new sessions and lessons. So because of their partners and sponsorships, this is why everything is fully funded. So there's no catch like, okay, if you do 2 courses, the next one's going to cost. So what's wonderful is it's totally free. You can what I would love to see is to have the district say, oh yes, so we can do just the quick single sign on through Clever, but we're not there yet. And as it says here, there's constant professional development. You can always, always, always contact me, Stephanie.DeYoung, and I am happy to help set up, talk, whatnot, help connect, bring somebody in. But another wonderful thing is that they offer 529 scholarships. So all students have to do is do at least 3 modules in a course to apply for these scholarships. And this is from middle school through high school. It's not just for, oh, you're a junior or a senior. So middle school through high school. And as I was telling students when I talked to them about, this is another off subject, but Cal Kids, which is a free 529 account from the state of California, which they've started with $500 seed money, that account and that money will always be there. So maybe if a student does not go to college right away, they decide 10, even 20 years down the line that they want to go, that money will always be there for them. So here are some instructional resources for you. So these are the ones, again, so at the top are the topics: financial education, STEM and career readiness, social emotional learning, health and wellness, early academic readiness, which would be good. I know it might sound, maybe it might be childish, but for English language learners. And then we have the diversity, equity, and inclusion. And then courses available in Spanish and French. And then they have the ones that are available in Spanish and the ones that are available in French. So you have understanding money with Volt. So this is more for middle school. And what's great about this is they learn needs from wants. Oh, of course. Needs from wants, it's like I say, I want to fly on my own personal jet to the Maldives and go on a fabulous yacht boat so my husband can go and surf these incredible waves. Ha ha, a want. Do I need that? No. And learning how to save money. Basically, we have what I was talking earlier with Sharmisa, mental health and financial education go hand to hand. Because if you don't have your finances in order, it really does affect your mental wellness and can send things spiraling. So the pathways to higher education, this is, we'll do everything for the teach about FAFSA step by step. So I know that in school, the college and career department do a phenomenal job with this, but this is an extra, something extra to do. And also, like I stated earlier, is that how are you going to pay for your higher education? What do you actually need? What are some things that you can do? You know, oh yay, $10,000 is what's left over to pay, but it's not including all the extra incidentals that you will need to make it through school. You know, what programs are out there. So it has wonderful resources. And you will, there's also marketplaces. Students can learn about the stock market and understanding about investing and credit. This is something that, especially once you start working, definitely once you're in college, right? Didn't you get bombarded with credit card applications? Apply for this, apply for that, yay, yay, yay. And people just take it, they're like, yay, I have $1,000. Oh, I only need to, oh, my monthly, I'm going to spend $500. Oh, I only need to pay $10 a month. Oh, yay, I can do that. Not understanding the building of the interest, compounding, and that sending everything off into the craziness. Then financial planning for your life. So, I mean, really, this is even a good for us as well. STEM and career readiness. So you have the Future Hockey Scholar. This is great for, it says grades 4 to 7. So as they state, they do state grades, but they are interchangeable. You can, there's certain ones that you could use for older students that show younger grades. There are ones that maybe are for older students, show for older grades that you probably could use for middle school students. So the Future Goals Hockey Scholar Math and Science Edition, I love this because it shows how you use math and science in hockey. So if you have students who are athletes and they say, oh, wow, huh, I didn't realize that science is available. Yes, Sonia, it's online and offline. And what it does is it's connected also with Pear Deck. So they have the interactive slides available. And it also has Canva. And they're all sorts of printables as well. And yes, I'll be going, yeah, thank you, Sonia. I'll be going, and when we get through, I'll be showing, yes, how the videos and whatnot. And Naomi, the next few slides will show the courses range some have so many modules per course, and each one is different. Some modules only will take 10 minutes, while others can take up to 30 minutes. So it depends. Now we have sustainability. this is a big one, you know, with our storm we had and are continuing to still have. It's not as bad as the 1997-98 El Nino we had. Not quite. It's they say it's close. Who knows? It might surpass it. But they were talking on NPR about how these type of storms, this atmospheric rivers, I believe they're called, how they're going to become more commonplace because of how we are using, how we are overusing our planet with things. Recycling plants, animals in our world. I mean, this is a great one. We've got a lot of plants and animals in California that are invasive species, and it's okay. Maybe this would be a big something to look into. Maybe this is something could help. You have Endeavor, which is a entrepreneur lesson. You know, the students get a food truck and they have to create everything. What's their menu? How are they going to finance it? Things of that nature. Keys to college and career. This is where I'm talking about study skills. It's teaching students from once they're going into high school, okay, how you need to approach things to get you on track. And regardless, if you go to college or you go straight into a career, and their new ones that they've just come out with are the data science foundations and data science exploration, banking fraud, right? Hacking. And we have our social emotional learning, the compassion project. I know this is for lower grades, but you know, you could use these with older students. And we also have it's digital citizenship, which is the ignition. That's for middle school, and then the bullying prevention. But character playbook, that is in connection with the NFL and it's healthy relationships. Like I say to my students, and I also say to my own children, you know what? I understand. You are not going to be, you do not have to be friends with everybody. What you do need to be is respectful. You need to be able to listen to people and be kind. And this teaches you conflict resolution and things of that nature. Then we have health and wellness, from alcohol, mental wellness, prescription drugs, vaping, and healthcare literacy, and the early academic readiness for workforce. That again, that's a young one, but it's kind of fun. But it might be one to use for English language learners, and the Summer Slugger is in conjunction with the baseball. So I do believe for us, it's the San Francisco Giants. I'm sorry, A's fans or other fans, but they do have wonderful courses for African American history, and then the being out of the building insight to navigate anti-Semitism and hate. So all of these courses. So as you can see, like the Compassion Project, right? 2 courses, a total of 6 lessons, 30 minutes, it's an hour and a half. Future goals is a total of 12 courses, 25 minutes each, but it's real world, so they can see, oh, what am I going to use this math for? That's a lot of what I hear from students. It's like, ugh, why do I have to do this? When am I going to even use this? It's like, well, you know, maybe if they see it from this perspective, they'll see, like I said, money, learning about credit and budgeting, the digital safety is 6 courses, six courses in a the entire one, and so they're 30 minutes for that, right? This is a big time. This is a big one, you know, screen time versus online time. You know, how to create a balance, because as we talked about yesterday with Brian and talking about the AI, our students have their phones connected to them. And how can we balance it so that they're not overwhelmed? Healthier meat, understanding how to eat well, and reading nutrition labels. Everyone, you know, of course, food, it's all marketing. Hey, this is only 100 calories or whatnot. Okay, well, let's read everything. Read the ingredients. Character playbook. See, 20 minutes. It has 5 lessons, and each lesson is up to 20 minutes. So this is definitely something that can be done in health class. And, you know, they offer the suggestions on the side. It's advisory or counseling class, or homeroom class. And you have Future Smart, 20 minutes. We have Endeavor, the career exploration, you know, analyzing your data. 25 minutes, sustainability foundations. 20 minutes, understanding climate change and recycling. Yeah, I know we've been talking about this forever, but they also offer offline things like, okay, well, how are you going to do that? How are you going to make a difference? Not just the ones where we come to Earth Day. Oh, yay, it's Earth Day. Okay, I'm going to make sure I turn off the lights, or I'm going to not have the water running when I'm brushing my teeth. Okay, well, it's got to be a continual. And saving up for your future. 10 minutes, right? These short, this is, you know, that they're short enough that they are able to connect, and the students can actually be enticed to doing it, because as you'll see, these can be done as a class, they can be done self-paced, and they can be done online or offline. So, I mean, the metaverse, some students are there, some aren't, but this is another one. How are we protecting our privacy? You know, Sharmisa was with me when we did Brian Timonelli's session on AI, and we were talking about my prompt that I put in, and it was about Claudette Colvin, who was a teenage civil rights activist, and she did not give up her seat, and she was 9 months before Rosa Parks. Well, why do most people not, why don't they put her out at the forefront? And my essay, or excuse me, my little paragraph that I first got from the AI was very brief, you know, oh, she was a teenage civil rights person, and not much into it. Well, then when I talked about it afterwards, saying, I wonder if it makes a difference if I use the up or down. And then I said, a lot of people don't realize that she was actually a pregnant teen. And, she probably wouldn't be the poster child for that. So I redid the AI and it typed up things in there, what we were discussing. So this is what I'm talking about: privacy, understanding your safety, not giving your passwords, students, not giving your passwords to everyone, making sure that they change their passwords. They make us change our passwords every 90 days. It would be great if students would do the same. I know it is an absolute hassle, but it is something that is huge. Bullying, like another relationships course. Mental wellness, see, 20 minutes. And there are 4 lessons. And they have amazing resources. So I'll be going through, and we can, when we go to do the sandbox, I will, you can see how you can use these courses, and you can see, let me see what the student sees. And say, okay, yeah, I really like this. And this is something that I can see my class using. And how will I use it? Will I use it for, the student said they already finished this assignment, or, oh, I'm already done with this test after 2 minutes. Okay, maybe this is something that they can start on, right? The whole alcohol, vaping, and they have wonderful resources with for vaping. It's the Truth Initiative who creates this, and this one has a scholarship. And when I used this course a year and a half ago with health class, the scholarship, what they had to do was draw how vaping affects the environment. So they had to draw a picture, write 1, 2 sentences, and then submit it, and that was $1,000. But it incorporates more than, everything is not a, oh my gosh, I have to write a 500 or 1,000-word essay. No, that's not what they do for the scholarships at all. And again, financial literacy, credit cards. You have tax simulation. We have, exactly, Sharmisa, Big Brother is listening, right? 1984 is now. Tax simulations that we're talking, Sharmisa and I were talking earlier. It's, students, they're like, yes, I'm getting my job. I can't wait. I can't wait. Oh, I've been working all these hours. I can't wait for my paycheck and whatnot. I said, well, don't forget about taxes. What? And then they get their paycheck and it's, oh, Miss DeYoung, I only got this much, but I worked. I said, okay, well, let's go. Let's look through this. So the tax simulation actually this is with TurboTax, and it shows them how to do their taxes at the end of the year. And it talks about saving and budgeting, right? And not all the students are able to take the math course that is offered, the consumer math, or I believe there's I don't know if there's just a 12th grade math, where they actually have to create a budget. You know, you have now graduated from high school and you're going to live out of the home. What job do you have? Blah, 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 et cetera, and do that. So there are some students who do not get that opportunity. And this is an opportunity that they can actually see because, as I said earlier, needs and wants. I'd like to go and get a massage once a week. I'd like to get a facial once a month. You know, that's is it a need? No, it's more of a want. Though in some cases, I think maybe the massage might be more of a need to keep me relaxed. No, anyway, sorry, I digress. But the money moves, protecting your identity again, right? We have hackers all over the world that are constantly bombarding, and you have identity theft and fraud. And this is huge. And so we're teaching our students this, and our students can then also discuss with their parents. They can also discuss with their grandparents. Okay. I had my mother, who is exceedingly intelligent. You know, she's the director of pediatrics and, you know, all this and that and whatnot. But when it comes to doing things online, so she had somebody tap into her bank account. So and she had no clue. So these are just small things. If we're teaching them, what you teach in the class can actually go out into the world and spread, right? And the pathways to financing your higher education. And remember the 529 accounts. So if students go to, what are they called? What are the, so if they want to become an electrician or an auto mechanic, they go to it's still a college, but it's specifically for that. They can use that money for it. Okay, so financial planning for life, you know, getting in good habits. Once you're in a good habit, this is great. Understanding credit, because we need credit for everything, right? UTI or DeVry, absolutely. You know, there's this, it's the school in Sacramento. I definitely know for sure for auto mechanics. And so they can use that scholarship money for that. So it's understanding credit. So it's telling students, right, if you're going to buy a car and you have to finance it, if you don't have any credit, then, you know, obviously your credit percentage is very high. And understanding, oh, okay, what about what does it mean to have someone co-sign for you, etc. And then exploring different career paths. So you can have, it has a variety. You know, it's not, everything does not have to revolve around education, going off to college. And then our African American history courses that are wonderful, right? Black contributions to medicine. I will say Henrietta Lacks. Without her, we would not have all of these amazing vaccines available. And again, Bina, for understanding anti-Semitic acts back from the past, right? Starting from the Holocaust through now, and how we can all be allies. And as you see on the right, the suggestions where it says this one's for social studies or ELA, and the final one, data science courses. It's econ, math, CTE. So all of it you can use for all sorts of different ones. So the benefits, and I will show you, there's a dashboard in the back. So you're going to get real-time data. So if you have students working self-paced, you can see how they're doing. Are they really taking a long time maybe on one lesson module? Maybe then that's something to talk to them about. Or at the end, seeing how students are doing and say, oh, well, maybe we should all together revisit one lesson because it seems like it was something that you're struggling on. What's nice is everything's graded for you. And all the lessons, everything is state standards. All, the curriculum, everything. It's phenomenal. You offer webinars if you have time. I totally understand that you're exceedingly busy, but if you sign up for a webinar and you're not able to go, they will send recording. And like I stated before, scholarship opportunities. And this is something for all students from middle through high school, not just juniors or seniors. So let's get started. I'm going to talk to you about the accessibility. So it reads aloud. There's English, Spanish, and French. There's color contrast. There's universal design and all their components. So when they're doing accessibility, that they get an outside third party to go over their resources. So as you can see, they make sure that it's accessible for everyone. They use voiceover. So when they have the course and the videos, there's the alt text. You do not have to have the voice on when doing a lesson. So there's just loads of it. So it's equitable. This is what I meant when it's equitable. It is for everyone to do. And you do not have to complete the entire course. It's not, oh, you started it, oh, you got to finish it. You have, yes, there are captions. Yes, Sharmisa, yes, there are captions. And so you can do lessons in the entire course, and you don't have to do lesson 1, lesson 2, lesson 3, lesson 4. You can move around. In some cases, it is best to go lesson 1, 2, and 3, but it's not set in stone, right? They have the background, so it's for your color contrast. So it does look at everything. So this is great for everyone, not just, oh, this is good for just students who are academically high levels. Okay, you've seen the catalog, and I will show you what it looks like as I sign in. Okay, so let's look. So here is the main page. And from here, we'll go and create your teacher account so that when we do the sandbox, you can go and look at these. So let's do credit fundamentals. You can look at it, you can see here, you can click on this to show the standards, right? And it tells you learning objectives. So this is an entire lesson plan done for you. It tells you between 40 to 60 minutes, your grade level, and the languages available. It gives you below planning resources. You have a curriculum guide. You have a discussion guide. So after they finish, maybe let's talk, right? So you can incorporate and use the vocabulary that they've learned. And they include a glossary. So students will have this both offline, but it'll also be part of the course. Okay, it goes on, and then it goes to each lesson plan. And as you see here, the pear duck for credit fundamentals. So this is a great way to introduce the course to the students. So you can, let's look at preview this course. Okay, you're going to explore how to acquire, grow, manage, and address issues with credit through the experience of 4 students and their families. Understanding co-signers for a car loan, improving your credit, and identifying credit fraud. And then here are the different modules. So there are a total of 5 modules. And what is credit? Starting with the first one probably is great. You can jump around. It's not, oh, I must. So, but they also have assessments at the end. So here we go, start. Oh, I might have, here we go. Oops. Right, so let's, okay, and so what that would do from there would then give sort of like a pre-assessment. Say, oh, what do you know about credit? Okay. And then after you finish the lesson, then there's a post-assessment to see if the difference between what you started out with and what you have finished. So if you would all like to create your account, let me put this in here. Oops, excuse me. And we can register your accounts. How is everyone doing? I'm sorry, it's a lot of talking, but I just wanted to show all the wonderful things. Great. Everyone good for, right? So step by step, your country, your school. This is for Canada. And then next. See, they do have the clever. That would make life wonderful. And then you complete your profile. Yeah. And sign up. Yay, Naomi. Oh, well, that's great, Jacqueline. That makes sense, but that would be crazy. So, does anyone have any questions? And so then you can have your break. Oh, clever. Wouldn't clever be great? You can't do clever because the district hasn't signed up for it yet. So if we could get the district to do it, this is what's great. That's what I was saying is we don't have it. Yes, Yvonne. Oh, I know. Yep, exactly. So if this is something that you see and you say, oh, I really do see a wonderful use for this, and I can really then get, well, it's, basically the IT department, may you please add this to Clever. It will make life exceedingly simple for students. They won't have to then go through these steps to create accounts. It will just be, the quick click, which saves everybody time and moving forward. So I'm going to start this. So you can all please stand up, stretch, breathe, and think, oh gosh, pause, listening to my voice. And then in the next session, we can, you can try out courses. Yes, Patricia, yes, you will be able to track their activity. Here, let me show you. Let me go to, here we go. This is the dashboard here. And it's loading my classes. And you can sort by when a class was created, alphabetical, date edited, or you can also filter. It's got wonderful filters where you can filter it more. Maybe I want to focus only on, let's see, the STEM and career readiness, the Endeavor. Okay. And let me look at grades and process. Okay, and see, as you can see in the back, we've got the students, how they've done. And if they don't get at least a 70, they will not see. This one student, she did them all, but she won't get a certificate. So once you complete the entire course, you can get a certificate. And this is something you can either print off or digitally download and give to the student, and they can add that to their portfolio. So Sonia, your school's not on there. Is there, I think maybe you can just choose any school within the district. Yes, Sharmisa, they can redo it as many times. And it's not, oh, I see you did this 5 times. But they can redo it as many times. Yes, Sonia, I think if you just choose a school within the district, because, okay.
I'm gonna try to add myself and sign up and see if it will let me.
Yes. Right. So Sonia, you're at the middle school?
Yes.
Okay. I want something. You know, and can they redo this course? Students? Yes. Yes, they can. Yes, Sharmisa, they can. They can. It's going to say, so for those of you in middle schools, your school isn't showing. Is that correct? I just want to make sure.
I'm wondering like how necessary it is that we do have our own school in terms of like loading the students. Oh, you found it, Sergio? Okay, let me go back.
Oh, Elsa Hall is available. Okay. Oh, now see, for loading the students, yeah, that's something I'll show you for when we let's see if we go back to
Stephanie, can we load our students from Google? We can't import? Oh, mother.
Yep.
Okay.
Yes, I know. But what you can do, and this is the thing, what you can do is you can create the class. You don't need to load the students.
Right.
You can create the class. So.
And then just have them quickly sign up in class.
Exactly. And then they can create, so you go and you'd create class. And, you know, just say test. And then you say what month, how big is your class. You can say what grade level, and you can click as many. So if you teach multiple grades, maybe you teach 7th and 8th, you can click multiple, okay? Or if you're doing this for whichever grade, and then you're going to create class, and you can just share the registration code, which is you would copy this, put that into your Google Classroom with this everfi.com/login. Oh no, excuse me, that's if they have. And then they add the registration code. If they don't have an account, then they start here and they register. Some of the students at Alvarez and Alisal will already have accounts. I know all the health classes. I know last year several of the econ classes used EVERFI. So some of the students will already have an account, and then all they'll need is to use that course code, and then it's added therein.
And, Can we add, like it made us choose a course, but I'm not sure what courses I want. I just chose one. We can just add it, go in and add it, right? Okay.
Yes, you can add and take away as many. So you could have 5 courses added, but what that means is when they sign on, they'll see the 5 different courses. So if that's all right with you, which I think's okay, but at the same time, if it's something that you want the students, I want you all together working on this one lesson first, or one course first, before heading on to the next one. You might want to just add one course at a time so they don't see all 5.
Thank you.
Of course. And you can always use this with your own children. I've used it with my kids.
That's exactly what I was thinking earlier. I was like,
You know,
I'm going to sit on the couch with them. I'm going to duct tape them to the couch.
I mean, with my youngest,
teenagers.
Oh yeah, I know. I've got my preteen who's and having her needs and wants. Oh my gosh, look at these sales. Oh yeah, no. Let's go here. No,
Absolutely.
I can stop recording.